So it's such a pleasure now to be continuing the celebration for Global Entrepreneurship Week. And I have with me Thomas Ellis of EWC Consultants in the United States. And Thomas is the president of this company. And he really speaks to professionals and business owners and entrepreneurs about why having a top-notch sales performance is very important to you. So today we're talking about sales and the entrepreneur, something near and dear to my heart. And it's such a pleasure to finally have you, Thomas. Thank you so much.
Kimberly, it is an absolute pleasure for me to finally get a chance to meet you. We've been friends on LinkedIn for a long time, and for those of you that don't know, LinkedIn is a powerful tool. You meet some dynamic, awesome people, and I've been blessed to meet Kimberly through LinkedIn. So I'm ready to go.
Same here. Thank you, Thomas. So, Thomas, tell us all about in terms of how your company really helps entrepreneurs and how you've managed to contribute to the entrepreneurial landscape in the United States through your business.
That is a great question. So, first of all, I have a deep passion for helping others become successful in sales. My company helps small business owners, sales professionals, by helping them develop some very easy and simple sales strategies to help them close more deals. Some of the strategies that we talk about is, having a process, right? The sales process, right? So you need to identify who your target audience is, right? So who are the ideal clients for your customers, okay? Then you need to understand who in those companies are the right people for you to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
And third, you need to have those great conversations with those individuals. And you really need to understand what their problems and issues are and see how you can help them solve those problems. So I like to say that my company helps people solve problems. And if you help people solve problems, they're going to pay you to help them solve those problems.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And that is a great intro, Thomas, because at the end of the day, we are in sales because we're helping persons to solve their problems. So COVID-19 has really tossed us around and thrown us a real curveball, right? So how has sales changed? And in terms of the entrepreneurs that you connect with and consult to and give assistance, how have you really helped them in terms of their businesses and their sales performance? Any key advice you might have given to them?
Yeah, so the number one thing is that we can only control what we have control over, okay? The second thing is that because of COVID, we really have to bring our A game every day, because we're no longer being able to sit across from people and look them in the eyes, and so we using things like Zoom, like you and I are talking on now, to really do the same thing that we do in person. So I spend a lot of time, most of my coaching with my clients are done in this format. Through Zoom. So I'm helping them to say, okay, first of all, you need to be comfortable on Zoom or meeting or whatever that platform is. You need to be comfortable. You need to have a headset. You need to have proper lighting. So all those things are very important. You need to have a nice background, so people are really saying, well, I'm dealing with a real professional here. Once you have that, and it's the same process. You want to introduce your products and services. You really want to find out what their issues are and how you can help them. It is the identical process to what you do in person.
Right, good. So that's some good points there. Using technology really to reach out to our ideal customer and really transitioning, moving away from, obviously, especially in Trinidad and Tobago, we are people that love to see and touch and feel and have the warmth of even persons that we do business with. But now the reality is we can't do it anymore. So it's really having a presence online and using these platforms to really reinforce, how we are trying to help that customer. So great point, Thomas. I know you spoke already in terms of why the sales process is important to entrepreneur, but I feel as though you need to reiterate again, because I think persons, especially at the entrepreneur level, they are very intimidated by sales, and they prefer to follow their passion. Let's say if their craft is creating really awesome beverages, they prefer to do that versus coming up with a game plan to how to sell those beverages. So why really again is that important to an entrepreneur?
So, Kimberly, the word intimidating is so true. I work with so many small business owners who, like you said, are great at what they do, right? They make a great product, but when it comes to finding customers and having those conversations, closing sales, they rather not do it.
Yeah.
Okay, but I tell them all the time, you have to be the chief sales officer in your company. And so I go back to, first of all, I tell them they're not salespeople, right? Don't forget about the word sales and substitute the word help, right? Now, when I say help, people you get a different feeling than if I say sales. Sales, you think about hard, rude, crude, aggressive, assertive type people, right? When you say help, you think about somebody's warm, friendly, kind, generous, okay? So I get them to first understand you're helping a company solve a problem. That's the key thing. But you have to believe that your product and service can actually help them solve the problem. Once I get them to understand that, I coach them on asking some questions to find out what the customer's issues are, problems that they want to solve today. Important problems, big problems that they want to pay somebody to fix. Then the next step is I say, well, you have to present your solution on how you can help solve that problem. You have to get the customer's buy-in to agree to say, wow, that would really help me solve my problem. Then you ask them, the big question is, when do you want to get started? Right?
Yes.
When do you want to get started, or when? And those are closing questions. And people, oh my God, when do you want to get started? When would you like to implement this? Those are all closing questions, but they're helpful, right? And so I teach people saying, just having a normal conversation. I tell people that sales is nothing more than a bunch of great conversations with the same person over a period of time. That's all it really is.
Good. That's excellent advice there, Thomas, and I really appreciate that. And for the entrepreneurs who are looking on at this, please pay attention to that. It's just having great conversations and having at the focal point the word help versus the regular salesy image that we have in mind, because we are both in sales, and I think we do a very good job of trying to craft that image as persons who are problem solvers and great helpers. So Thomas, thank you for that. And just about to wrap it up, the final question is, with Global Entrepreneurship Week, there are several themes. There are themes about the entrepreneurial ecosystem, policy, education. Let me just look at my notes: inclusion and policy. Which of these themes would you probably like to speak a little bit on?
So say that one more time, because
Sure, absolutely. So there are themes that include education, entrepreneurial ecosystem development, inclusion, and policy. Is there anyone in particular that you want to give us a few closing words on?
Yes, the ecosystem, your ecosystem, building your network, okay?
Mhm.
Kimberly and I are here because we met on LinkedIn, and we follow each other on LinkedIn, comment each other's posts, and we kind of know each other.
Mhm.
So what I encourage my clients to actually do is to build their network, because I have in my network what I call strategic partners,
Mm.
people that do other things like CPAs, lawyers, web developers, marketing, right? So when I'm talking to my clients and I hear that they need some other type of service, I can go, oh, I know a few people that you can call that I recommend that they can help you. And so I encourage everybody to build your network, okay, and get to know what I call strategic partners in your network, that y'all can begin to help each other and share clients. I have many of my strategic partners with that I bring in to work with my clients and vice versa. And the beautiful thing about that is the person that's bringing you to the client, the new client is not going to beat you up on price, one, and you'll be accepted immediately because you were referred to them by one of their happy clients. So I would encourage everybody to build your network and also keep in contact with your network to see how people are doing. And you'll never know, during the course of a conversation, an opportunity is going to come up where you guys can help each other. So that's my word for the day.
And that's an awesome word, Thomas, because I think we really lose the opportunity in becoming strategic partners, and that is really solid advice. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you taking the time for doing this. And as I said, this is all part of celebrating Global Entrepreneurship Week. And Thomas, can you please let persons know where they can find you and a little more about your services?
Okay, great. So you can find me at on LinkedIn under Thomas Ellis. My company's name is EWC Consultants. You could go to my website, but mainly you'll find all the information you need to know about me on LinkedIn. I encourage you to link up with me because I put out some great content on sales nuggets and little tips and tricks on how you can close more deals quicker.
Absolutely. And Thomas, as I said, our relationship started through LinkedIn, and definitely go follow Thomas in terms of improving your sales performance for your business. And in the interim, also check me out. I am Kimberly King of Consulting Services by King and Associates Limited. It's www.kingandassociatestt.com. And thank you so much. Thanks again, Thomas. It was amazing.
Thank you, ma'am. And listen, have a good day. And as soon as we get this COVID thing taken care of and passports, I got to take a trip to Trinidad.
Of course, I'm expecting you. I'm expecting you.
Absolutely. We're going to make that happen.
Absolutely. See you.
Thank you.
Take care.